Alright, this is Umgar from the Arcade Control Forums. Thanks to everybody who's helped me out with this so far. Just wanted to show you all what I'm dealing with here. So first of all, before I switch on the computer, here's the setup. So I got the Arcade controls hooked up to the computer, which is currently not in the cabinet, sitting on the floor. I'll show you the back here real quick. Inside the computer, that is an Ultimark PCIe ArcadeVGA card, which is hooked up to the new SVGA cable I just got yesterday. Goes inside the cabinet, and there's the JPAC. The jumpers on the JPAC, it's set to the default right now, which is 31 and 15 kilohertz. JPAC is, this is the JPAC that doesn't let you plug it in backwards. So I know it's, I mean, if it was plugging backwards, it'd be having a lot of other problems. So I know that's not an issue, but I think that means it's a more recent model. The monitor itself, so here's the data cable that actually goes from the JPAC up to the display, and there's where it hooks into the monitor board. All my dials here, and I don't know if you can hear that kind of hum. It's powered. I just turned the monitor on. I haven't turned the computer on yet though. And I did what everybody else, said earlier in the post, and removed the power supply. So the only thing that's in here right now basically is just power going straight up to the monitor. This other power cord you see is actually just for the marquee, and actually plugs into the power strip. It's not even part of this power right here. So this power goes out all the way over to the wall. So now let me turn on PC. So you can already kind of see the problem. It's just this slow, constant scroll, and I'll show you in a second, but I can't actually get it to stop. But, getting it to stop at exactly the right spot, it's very difficult. And then also, it won't necessarily stay. So let me give you an example of what I mean. So if I go back here, back to the cabinet, and kind of just play with a vertical hold, it's actually very difficult to get it on the right spot. I mean, it's literally, you're with in a 1 millimeter margin of error, where if I hit it too far one way or the other, it's rolling one way or the other. See, it's still rolling, and it might actually take me a couple tries to get it to stop. I don't have my mirror out here right now to make this go easier, or somebody to help. And there, I barely touched it. Now it's going a lot faster. Part of the video that I may actually be editing out, depending on how long this takes. Okay, that's closer. I got it real close. There's one more smidge in here. Okay. So there you see, I was able to stop it, but obviously it's not in the right spot, and it's chopped towards the top. Now, if I go, I know what you're thinking, oh, well, just go try the vertical position. Well, no, the vertical position only affects, a maximum maybe a ½ inch to an inch either direction, so it's not going to give me what I need. The other weird thing about this is if I go into the Nokia test program. Okay, so I'm into the Nokia test program, right? If I cycle through some of these tests, you'll notice that I'm just going through this one test as quickly as I can, and it's slowly, 1 pixel or so at a time, shifting down. So basically every time the screen refreshes, it drops a pixel. So something wonky going on, and I really have no idea what else I can do about it. Oh, one other thing that's weird. So the JPAC, you'll notice there are no lights lit on the JPAC. I was under the impression that the sync light should be lit, or the self-test or something. I mean, I was expecting one of these LEDs to be lit, and I'm not seeing anything. So I don't know if that's indicative of a problem or not. Also, just for giggles, I powered down the monitor and tried the jumpers. I basically tried every combination of jumper. I tried just a jumper on 31 kilohertz, just a jumper on 25, just a jumper on 15, and none of those seemed to have any impact whatsoever on the picture, which I thought was odd. And obviously I wasn't swapping the jumpers around while it was powered and on. But just another thing I wanted to try out. So anyway, hopefully some of you experts can tell me what the heck I'm doing wrong. I'm hoping that I'm just doing something stupid and it's not a bad JPAC or a monitor that needs repair. Just to reiterate, this monitor worked fine when I had the original Mortal Kombat 2 board in. There were no alignment issues whatsoever. The colors were great. So I was a little surprised that when I switched over to an ArcadeVGA card and a JPAC that I had all these issues. Alright, I will try to trim this video down a little bit. Thanks in advance. Hope y'all can help.